As a regional bloc, SADC has battles to fight, integrations and policies to implement on health, on education, on climate change, amongst many vital programs. Malawi as a nation, many are enemies, even frenemies to put down within our land in order to keep enjoying our peace and tranquility espoused to our sovereignty. And then comes you.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday.
Cyclone, the wrath of nature. Tornado, cyclone, typhoon, tempest, whatever they call you, raging against us. Why? Oh cyclone, the wrath of nature. Freddy, coming so squeaky, yet biggie, picky. Excuses? How do we know you? How do we help you? Graphics are terrible, telling how horrible the act of nature can get. We love the outpouring of rainfall, but not abiding under the storm's ugly shadow. O cyclone, the wrath of nature, what have you with us? Takula Gwiranji. No man stands fighting you, no way. Your hands are bigger, muscular, monstery. We can't make any resistance. Trying to regain our solace, trying to get back on our feet, trying to return the glory we had lost, laundered by your daughter storms, Idai, Anna, and son Gombe. Trying to fix the brokenness left in the sight of your auspices. Hail you, cyclone, the wrath of nature. An invited guest, a stranger that dares to rule our destiny. You are a nature that denatures the future with picture to feature. How do we, your impact, measure? Cyclone, the wrath of nature. How do we make peace with you? As houses, workplaces are reduced to nothingness before they are immersed in watery mud, sweeping away from the earth's surface. As livestock, crops and materials for human keeping all flash from appearing, lost in a moment, leaving us with moments of truth, how fast joy and comfort perish before our very own lives are to disappear, just like what we had. And just like that, lives of our loved ones who had plans, good plans for the future before them, and were taking strides towards them together with us, perish. And just like that, young children are taken away from the bosom of their mothers. Fathers can't have enough strength to rescue their children or wives. Homecoming is as miserable as a day in hell. And just like that, our roads are impassable, buildings are death traps, grain fields are wasted investments, the landscape can crack any time to shear, life less ordinary. And just like that, in the nick of time, the skies are gloomy, pregnant with heavy waters to outpour that would uproot deep-rooted rocks from their eternal jaws, cruising down fast, derailingly to tramp and thrash innocent lives of our dear brothers and sisters. And just like that, impromptu streams of rivers flood office blocks, businesses shut, and the nation travails with pangs of distress. And just like that. Oh cyclone, the wrath of nature, you can explain this, can you? And to my fellow citizens, the corporate world leaders and all, maybe it's time we learned to be proactive and not reactive. Maybe it's time we lend an ear to signs of the times. Maybe it's time we first take heed the warnings by experts. It's that time an extra pair of shoes has to cover feet of a brother from another mother. It's that time a forgotten dress has to leave the closet and cover the nakedness of a sister, a street kid, shield a granny, a brother, a neighbor who will perhaps never remember your face and say, thank you, It's that time that small room has to shelter a stranger from an eye of the storm. It's that time a 5 kilogram of maize flour would feel like many dishes out of a 50 kilogram of the staple grain on a feast. As it goes a long way to the body and soul of a starving household somewhere within the hot spots. It's that time we, as a God-fearing nation, must walk the talk. We do as we preach. We give as we gain. We love as we desire love. Goodwill to all mankind, laboring for the affected, until the master controller of nature says, "Peace, be still."